up, folks? We here with another Weebaholic podcast. Let's get it. Let's go. Today I have a very special guest. You may introduce yourself, special guest.
Hi, I'm Milky Tomato from Instagram, and I do anime art and stuff, and I'm really excited to be on the podcast today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on this Saturday. I know you had a hectic schedule. I did too, to push back some times, but we're here and that's all that matters. So basically, before we even get to the episode, y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells on notify for every podcast. Go follow our anime Instagram at anime_genshow. We're almost at 1,000 followers in less than like 3 months. Really appreciate you guys. And go follow my co-host at eyes.offthe.lens, where he does photography, all that good stuff. Before we even get to the episode again, remember go to the Dakoga shops. Their Instagram is Dakoga shops, and go if you want any clothing, anime hoodies, merchandise for 10% off. You can use the code anime_genshow and get 10% off any item. And tell them anime_genshow sent you, and we go shop. So today I have an interview for my very special guest. Are you ready?
Yep, let's get into it.
Okay. So I'm gonna have some painting related questions because that's what you do, and I'm gonna have some anime questions for you. Okay. This is the first one. It's probably a mix of both. What got you into anime? Like, what was your gateway into anime? Because I'm assuming you got into anime before you started doing anime paintings.
Yeah.
Okay. So what got you into anime?
So I grew up watching things like Hamtaro and Little Snow Fairy Sugar. I watched those when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, pretty much in between there, I grew up with, like, Studio Ghibli movies.
Mm-hmm.
And in middle school, I watched Fairy Tail. And then I stopped watching anime for, like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years. And then my dad got me into Death Note. And then I just got hooked after that.
Yeah, that sounds good. Death Note is like a great, I think, first for like all my anime friends I like made in high school or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I tell them to this day, watch Death Note. Don't start off with like the Naruto's, whatever. When you're like 15, 16, because it's more realistic and something like you can really get hooked to, at least the first half of the show. So
for sure.
You're telling me that you always had like a eye for like the creativity stuff when you're younger. You got into it, dropped it, then got back into it, kind of basic thing.
Yeah. I've always had, like, an interest in animation in general.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2D animation always caught my eye more than, like, 3D animated movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always had a love for Hayao Miyazaki's movies. So I've just always stuck to Japanese animated stuff.
Okay.
So,
Sounds nice. So, what age did you start painting?
Well, I've been drawing my whole life, but I only really started getting serious about it in 2016 because I was, like, trying to figure out, like, what I actually wanted to do with my life, and I realized, like, I really wanted to be an illustrator. And since I was starting to get into anime at that point, I was just building off of that, and it honestly was, like, a great stepping off point. So I always say, like, 2016 is whenever I started getting, like, serious about drawing and, like, wanting to improve.
Okay, so, like, what grade were you in 2016? You were going into high school, middle school, whatever?
Oh gosh, that was, like, 8th grade.
Yeah, because 2016 for me, I was in 7th. So I remember. I always remember that year for some reason. That was whatever year music.
Yeah,
and
that
stuff.
was a whack year.
Yeah, that was a lit year, man.
Yeah.
So my next question for you: if you could draw, like, what's the most challenging thing about what was the most challenging anime character you've drawn, if you have any for me? Because you are pretty great. So if you don't have any, I wouldn't be surprised.
My gosh, mecha is so hard to draw because it's all about proportions and, like, making sure it actually looks, like, mechanical, and it's so hard to, like, pull it off. I've never been able to pull it off.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know a lot of artists also struggle with mecha just because of how complicated it is.
Okay, I see. So what is one character that you can probably draw in your sleep? You know you can draw in your sleep now.
Honestly, like, pretty much everyone from My Hero Academia, because, like, when I was starting to get into drawing, I drew them a lot, and they were, like, the art style for that show was also, like, inspiration for the style I have right now. So I draw those guys all the time, and they're just, like, comfort characters for me.
Yeah, I feel like they have very like simple but like unique designs, like with Todoroki,
Yeah.
Bakugo, Deku, like everybody's, and
Yeah.
especially I feel like the girls are probably the most funnest thing to draw if I could draw.
Yeah.
Whatever. So if you were able to make a career out of anime, because you do have a pretty big platform, like I saw you have some merchandise with a home saga or something like that. Like wasn't that you? You had like you done some collaborations, something like that. If you were
Yeah,
able,
yeah.
if you were able to do like a career, would it just be illustrating? Would you ever become like a manga writer? Did you ever like
Hmm.
draw stuff for the animes? Like what would you be?
I would love to be like a storyboarder or like a concept artist um for animes or for like cartoons in general.
Hmm.
Because, like, if you can get into any kind of industry like that, you can usually, like, shift around a bit, not just be an anime or just cartoons. You can usually, like, get a little bit of everything. Or
Hmm.
I would probably do, like, a collaboration, like, webtoon with some friends or something and, like, build on a story. So, because it's, like, an easier way to, like, make a manga without going through the whole production of, like, printing and, like, getting into the industry because you can just post it online. It's, like, saves a lot of money. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
So, for I have a few people I know here that does art. What type of paint do you use if you paint?
Um, I mainly use like watercolor and Copic markers.
Hmm.
I haven't been in much like oil painting or like acrylic painting because I do like a lot of digital art.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mainly do digital art and watercolors.
Okay, 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 okay. So I got my next question is I got some questions for you. What are some animes you are currently watching right now?
So I've been binging Attack on Titan because my friends all watched it in middle school and like beginning of high school,
Yeah.
and I had never gotten into it, and I started watching it like 2 weeks ago, and I just watched the newest episode yesterday.
Mhm.
So yeah, Attack on Titan's been on my mind a lot because I've
You're
just been.
you're gonna hear something. I'm not an AOT fan. Like, okay, I'm gonna explain why I'm not because
Okay.
I'm not a hater of it. Like,
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah, yeah.
neutral standby because I
Mhm.
watched the first 2.5 seasons and
Yeah.
I feel like I was very, 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 very bored. And
Yeah.
I know that my boredom doesn't mean that it's a bad show or that maybe that just means I have terrible taste, whatever. But like I always tell people, I didn't enjoy it, but I'm 2.5 seasons behind. I'm sure season 4 is great. I mean, it's breaking records and like every what Sunday comes out, Crunchyroll is
Mhm.
always disabled for like the first like 30 minutes to an hour. I'm
Mhm.
sure it's like uh, just very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my next question: what are some animes you really think overrated? You gotta give me three.
Okay. Like, as much as I love My Hero Academia, it's very overrated. Like, it's been a big inspiration for me, and like, I have tons of My Hero Academia merchandise
Hmm.
because like I genuinely love it, but it doesn't change the fact that it is really overrated, and like, there's tons of other animes that like could use a lot of the spotlight that My Hero Academia has gotten. So
Okay, so
that's
like if you, when I mean overrated, it's like okay, let's say the general public thinks it's like what maybe like a 8.5 out of 10, 9. Some people think 9.
uh-huh.
If you were to rate it 1 through 10, what would you give My Hero the show?
Oh gosh. Because to be honest, I'm more hooked on it because of like the characters themselves and how much like they develop. But like when you get into like the meat of it, I feel like the like plot and stuff is like pretty basic, which is totally okay because like the characters are amazing. There's nothing wrong with that. But hmm, I don't know. I mean, I would give it an 8 to 9 because I'm biased and I really like it.
Hmm.
But I feel like when people say it's like the most amazing anime ever, I'm like, ooh, y'all need to calm down.
It's up there. Like I'm thinking about doing an all-time list eventually. It'll probably make my top 10 probably, but
Yeah,
it's in the lower
yeah,
5. It's like 6 through 10. It's not my 5, but like
yeah.
it's lower. But I feel
Mhm,
like I said, I always we all every time somebody's talking about My Hero, I always talk about that season 4,
mhm.
and I really feel like that season 4 really dragged it really down for me. How do if you watched it, or I'm assuming you're loving it?
Yeah.
How'd you
Oh,
feel about that season 4? It was kind of our first little taste of My Hero filler. How'd you feel about that?
yeah. Season 4, like, it was fun, but it didn't have like the same like energy that all the other seasons had. Like, season 2 is probably my favorite because
Yeah,
of like the
the
festival and stuff.
tournament. the tournament.
Yeah.
What else
For sure.
happened? The fight, the All Might versus All for One fight happened, right? Or
Yeah. Oh
Brawl,
wait, maybe.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I know what
think
you mean.
and
Yeah.
Insane, which that was
Mhm.
great. So I think season 2 is my favorite too. So
Yeah.
I had to cut you off, but
No, it's all good.
why else did you like for it if you have any more reasons?
Wait, sorry, you were a bit quiet there. Can you say that again?
I was saying you have any other reasons why you didn't like really enjoy for that much, like besides the energy.
I feel like every single episode I was like, okay, like stuff happened, but it didn't really
Move.
do much. Like I was like, well, I bet next week's episode will be a lot more hype. And then like the end of the season was hype and it had like that fun like UA festival and stuff. Like that was fun. It was cute cuz like we could use some fluff in the show. Like no one like I don't know. It was still filler at the end of the day, but like I feel like the only hype episode was whenever Deku like saved Eri. Like that was hype and like the
I feel
animation was
like
like gorgeous.
yeah, it was
But it was definitely the highlight of the season, but not much like
happened.
new happened in the season, I guess. I don't know.
I feel like the feel like okay. I always tell people I didn't like the school festival. It's because nothing really happened. So I
Yeah.
feel like if we went through like an action pack, like I don't know if you probably seen Naruto. I would assume or some type of big shonen. Let's say like the
Mm-hmm.
Naruto pain invasion. Okay, I would after Naruto just beat the villain. I wouldn't mind having like a little school arc or whatever, maybe or like a flashback arc because we just got off like a long
Yeah.
fight. So we're just like, let's chill out. We don't need
Yeah, it's
five
like a
like
break.
a fight. But it's like nothing really happened like
Mm-hmm.
to that point of me feeling like it should have a school festival arc. But I really
Yeah.
heard good things about the manga. Season 5 is coming out not that long. Next month in like a month and like 2 weeks. So it's not that long from now. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
All right. So you gotta give me 2 more overrated animes in your opinion.
I'm
Be
checking my
controversial.
list. Oh gosh.
Offend people. We don't care.
Oh gosh, I don't want to tick people off. But I am being genuine. I swear I'm being genuine. I'm just like, oh, I can't think of anything right now. I'm checking my list though.
Like Santa checking it twice.
Yeah. Okay. Don't kill me for this one, but like I love One Punch Man, but I feel like it's overrated.
Uh,
Like it's a really fun and like
I
it's
think it's a funny show, but I don't think
yeah.
it's a show meant to be taken actually serious.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
more of a gimmicky, like
mhm.
it's more of a show that will cut on for like Adult Swim. That's how I look at it. It's more like an Adult Swim anime thing going on. Like it's just for
Mhm.
entertainment. It's not really like the little Saitama versus Goku, which I personally hate. Like
Yeah.
I don't like Dragon Ball fans. Like I understand it's a lot of people's gateways and this and that, but I can't stand them. They're annoying.
Mhm.
But like I don't think it's meant to be that deep. I don't think we're supposed to be power scaling Saitama
Mhm.
and this and that. But like, yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
That's all I look at. It's funny and Saitama's OP and he's
Yeah.
chill being OP. So
It's a fun watch, but like I didn't really have any like I guess motivation to watch
yeah,
season
I
2.
didn't watch season 2 either. I watched like
Yeah.
2 episodes and I stopped. I
Yeah.
heard the manga great, but I watched season 1 was good though. Season 1 was good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
season 1 was great. It's just like I could not get into season 2. I watched like 2 episodes and I was like, ooh, it just
I was like, it's kind of boring. I'm good.
yeah. And people were like, "Oh, it's just so amazing and great." And I'm like, "It's fun, but like
I feel like now that I attack my own little, species, but I feel like it's a guy. Like if you're
yeah.
for big smashing rock guy things, that's when you
Mhm.
like it. So all
Yeah.
right, you gotta give me one more.
Okay. Oh, and also like one last thing about the One Punch Man thing, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it also like overshadows like Mob Psycho,
Yeah.
because of it's a bigger series, and I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it takes away from the spotlight of Mob Psycho because I think Mob Psycho is way better, um, in my opinion. It's okay if you don't. I just really enjoyed
I
it.
think like
Yeah, not so good.
they're okay.
Um, hmm, one more. Oh gosh, if my friend was here, she'd kill me. But I know it's a classic, but Inuyasha, like no,
Yeah. No,
it's
no, no.
fun.
Listen, I agree. I
Yeah,
actually agree with you because I watched 20 episodes and I was bored. I
yeah.
literally had like other person right there was like, they love it so much. And I feel like a lot of the love is the nostalgia because the person I had on, she was about like, in her probably like 20s, 30s or whatever. So she probably watched it when it was like, growing up or whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't really enjoy it necessarily.
Yeah, same.
So
Like,
I was like,
the characters are really fun, and like I really liked Inuyasha because he's just, I don't know, he had like a lot of stuff like backstory and like different mysteries behind him that I kept wanting to figure out. But same with you, I straight up got like 22 episodes in, and I was like, this is too slow for me, and there's so much more.
I don't even know how long the show is. Like what, 150?
I think so. I think so. But
Somebody fact check for him.
yeah.
But basically, yeah, I outside nostalgia and like having a feel of like, I think, and you watched, I don't know if you've seen Bleach, but like
I haven't.
Bleach is like that feeling of where like, I think you would enjoy it because it's, the art style is amazing too, like this is something you appreciate.
Yeah.
But like it has a feeling of like, oh, I'm back in like late 90s, early 2000s,
Yeah.
watching cartoons early, like it has a good like nostalgia feeling. So like that's something they both do great, but I actually think Bleach is a lot better than Watch.
For sure.
So, okay, next question. You gotta give me 3 underrated animes.
Underrated.
Yeah, something you think needs the hype. Like,
Okay. Hmm. Gosh, that's a hard one. I feel like I don't watch enough like underrated shows.
I mean, good throw Mob Psycho. I think you said you thought Mob Psycho was pretty good.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, while it's already a huge show, and I'm like, it's well known. I feel like people are more likely to know like what One Punch Man is than Mob Psycho. And I feel like Mob Psycho just like, I don't know, it has like more to it than One Punch Man. That's mainly because One Punch Man's a comedy. It's like mean to be like, you know, a lighter watch, but
Yeah.
I feel like Mob Psycho's like really heavy, especially when you like rewatch it for like the second time. There's more to it.
I feel like I watched the first 5 episodes and I was just like, like I was like, I really want to like it, but I was like, I don't know, like maybe I should like. Is it a thing where it's better on the rewatch than the first time for you? Was it like that for you or something like that? Did you have to push yourself through, or do you just like it from the gate?
I honestly liked it from the beginning because like the art style is definitely like different from other animes and stuff, and it like sticks to the manga art style. And while the art style itself is like simplified and like kind of like weird looking, the animation is like spectacular and it's just gorgeous. So I've always been hooked on it.
Okay. All right, you got any 2 more? Like I know you say you watch all of like the big stuff, but got any 2 more?
So a lot of people don't like this show to be honest, but I've always like really liked it. It's Sarah for the End. Have you seen that one?
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, but what is that about? Let me know.
It's like a vampire apocalypse one, and like the manga did amazing, and so like it got an anime adaptation. But a lot of people didn't like the ending of the second part of season 1. So a lot of the spotlight was just like kind of rushed away before people could like give it enough hype for it to get another season. So like they could actually explain what happened. But I've always had like a deep love for both the art style, the characters. The dub is actually really good, and I'm not a big dub person. And just like there's so many like concepts in it that I've never seen in other animes, but a lot of people won't give it a chance because they've heard like, oh, the ending's kind of weird. But, like, yeah, I've always loved that show, and I feel like it could use some more love.
Okay. All right, you got it. One more.
All right. Let me get some water. Okay. Okay. Another show that had kind of like an off ending, and that kind of like shifts how people like see it and they don't want to watch it is Kiesniver. Have you seen Kiesniver?
I've heard of it. I've had somebody else come on here say it's really underrated. It's good. I should watch it.
Yeah. It's another show that's like gorgeous, and it's by the same studio that did Darling in the Franxx. So it's like around that art style and stuff. So yeah, and it's like psychological and like sci-fi, and it really like makes you think about it. And the characters are amazing, and like the ending's like kind of bad, so a lot of people don't watch it, but it's definitely worth watching.
Okay. I'll put it on my list. All right. My next question: do you think, like, since you are an artist, do you think that like the art of the anime, like the animation and the art style, does that impact you watching it? Like, if let's say like you're watching an old school show like Yu Yu Hakusho that might have trash animation and trash art style compared to what we have now because it was made in 1992, would influence you not to watch a show, or you just don't care. You care about it, but like if the story's good, then you'll watch it.
That's a good question. I mean, like the art style can almost always like convince me to start the series, but it doesn't always like convince me to keep watching it if the story doesn't pull through. Um, but I almost never like don't watch a show just because I don't like the art style, because like I like giving shows a chance and like seeing if they actually like the story and the art style usually like go hand in hand, and if they don't mix well, then like one is just higher than the other, then I usually don't watch it or enjoy it as much. So I do feel like the art style has an impact on it.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Like, have you seen? I'm sure you've seen Demon Slayer. We all like.
Yeah.
That's almost one of the most perfect mixes of good animation, good music, good soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like, I know, I understand people think some people think it's overrated, but
Yeah.
I think that has a great mix of animation,
Mhm.
storyline. Might be a simple story, but it worked, and
Mhm.
just everything that you like in anime. So.
Yeah.
My next question is, well, you kind of already answered this, but sub or dub, what you taking? Like, if you're painting, would you put on dub because you want to hear it, or will you just wait until to watch sub?
Whenever I'm like doing homework or like multitasking, I put dub on, especially like for shows I've already seen, like whether I've seen it in sub or dub, I'll put the dub on because like it doesn't hurt to give it a try or like just let it play in the background because it's like the same as like playing music.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like sub or dub, I'm honestly like whatever's available, and if they're both available, and it usually depends on like who I'm watching it with. I'll just ask them what they want to listen to because I'm fine with either. I honestly have no bias.
Okay. All right.
Which one do you prefer?
I'm like I said, I feel like everybody starts off their anime and dub. I guess. I mean, I watched
Yeah.
the Death Note dub. I watched the My Hero season 1 and 2 dub. I
Mhm.
watched the Naruto dub, and I think that and a Kame Go Kill. Those were like my first 10. I think I watched about 80 to 100 anime, but that was probably my first 4 or 5 that I watched in dub. But I didn't want to watch sub one time. I was watching Tokyo Ghoul season 3, and
Mhm.
I don't want to watch dub. I don't not want to watch sub. But I was like, you know what? Just give it a chance. And then after that, that was what 2018. After that, I've been
Yeah.
on it sadly. So
Yeah.
already, I have about 3 more questions, and then we'll call it a wrap. I think.
Cool.
Okay. My next question: what are you watching any seasonal anime outside of Attack on Titan, or it actually been what you've been on?
Wait, sorry. Did you say? Wait, can you
Are you
ask that
watching
again?
any? Are you watching any seasonal anime like animated from this season that like besides Attack on Titan, like Promised Neverland, Doctor Stone,
Right. I
Everest?
am watching Promised Neverland, but I've already read the manga.
Okay. So I understand. Great, perfect. You're the perfect person for this. So my mom read the manga. I
Yeah.
know my last guest I had on, she read the manga, and
Mhm.
as someone who hasn't read the manga, I feel like this season is very rushed.
Yes.
It's not paced well. I do enjoy the fact that they are trying to do their own thing, but like the
Mhm.
last episode, I don't know if you watched it. They
Yeah.
literally had a year time skip in one episode. I'm just like, and as somebody who watches like who that hasn't read the manga, and I have friends who are strictly like they don't really get into the manga news and understand
Mhm.
it. Like they're just normal anime fans, not like a whole weeb like me. I
Yeah.
feel like they liked it because Norman came back. I mean, that's just a whole wholesome
Yeah.
story. I knew he was alive from the manga
Yeah. We
element,
all did.
but it's just like I feel like it could have went by the manga. Like I know it probably would have took a little longer, but like I feel like this anime just very. It has a lot of hype coming into the season, but it's not executing to me. How do you feel as somebody who read the manga?
For sure. Oh man, I watched the newest episode yesterday, and I watched with my sister who's also read the manga, and like after we watched it, we were like, "What was that? That never happened." And it was even more annoying that they were like, "Oh man, a year has gone by," and then like later on they were like, "And nothing has happened in the last 6 months." But it's like so much happened. They skipped like 2 to 3 arcs and stuff, and like loads of characters.
Yeah,
And
so I'm
oh
really
man,
interested in how the anime is gonna do this. Like, are they gonna?
I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah.
Like my sister like went back and like figure out where the newest episode would have technically left off, and
Mhm.
they skipped like roughly 60 chapters.
Oof.
It's like it's in the last 50 chapters. They just skipped it all.
Because I think my mom, she's like on books 15 or 16 or whatever. Where it's book 15, I think, and I don't know where that is in chapters because I think she goes by volumes or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know where that would be, but I know she's way farther than we are. And
Mm-hmm.
but I have heard the side of people. Some people really didn't like the manga. Like there's a big audience that didn't like the manga. Thought the
Yeah.
manga was good. So your personal feeling is the anime is rushed. That's how you feel.
For sure. For sure.
Okay. Do you feel like this season will like plummet, or do you think it can still be saved?
It's hard to say. Because I've been so excited for this season, and like, since I read the manga, I was like, oh my gosh, all this stuff is gonna happen, and it's gonna be amazing. And then, like, maybe Norman will come out, like, either the end of the season or like season 3. But then
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden, episode 5, he's here, and now I'm like, oh gosh, this probably is not gonna go well. So,
I don't think this will be a long running show personally.
wait,
No
what'd you
point.
say?
I don't think it's going to be a long running show personally.
Yeah.
Not longer than 3 seasons to me.
Mm-hmm.
But okay. My next question is, well, second to last one is, you gotta give me your top 5 anime all the time, 5 to 1.
Oh my gosh, I've
I'm
been
making
meaning to make. Oh
as you
no, I
5. I appreciate your list, yeah, but you gotta give me 5, top 5, or
top
your favorite 5. Maybe because if all time is too hard to think of right now, you gotta give me your 5.
Okay, I'll give 5 of my favorites because like I've been meaning to go through like the animes that I've seen and like actually like rank them like which one's my number one and like second, but I honestly don't have those yet. But I
Mm-hmm.
can give you like 5 of my favorites, not in any particular order, but like my 5 favorites.
Okay.
Okay. Um, my comfort show is Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun, which is on Netflix.
Okay.
And it's like a romance comedy, and it's so funny, and I can watch it any day. It's so cute. So
Okay.
that's one. Um, Howl's Moving Castle. That's my favorite movie.
Okay.
So
Favorite anime movie. Got you.
yeah.
3 more.
Um, hmm. Going through my list. Um, for number 3, like I said, I really really like Sarah for the End. I watch it every December with friends.
Mm-hmm.
So that one's also one of my favorites.
Okay. 2 more.
2 more. Hmm. Mm. Hmm. Um. So even though I don't like how season 2 is going, season 1 I always like try watching it with friends that like are trying to get into anime. So I watched that one a lot, and I really love season 1 of Promise Neverland. So
Mm-hmm.
that's probably my top 5 too.
Okay. So 1 more.
One more. Oh gosh. Hmm. Hmm. Probably Haikyuu. Like not any season in particular. I mean, I love season 2, but like
I've
Haikyuu
been
is just
trying to
great.
get into it. Oh, this is anime. I think you like this. I don't know if you've seen this. It's called 243. Sienna's volleyball team. It
Uh-huh.
just came out. It's like 5 episodes out. If you like volleyball animes, you like Haikyuu,
Yeah.
I think you'll really like it. It's like Haikyuu, but like seinen. Like if Haikyuu was like for like a, older teenagers, adults, I think you would like it.
Hmm.
I tried getting Haikyuu. I'm still on season 2 of Haikyuu. I personally, season 1 was really a struggle for me to get through, but
Yeah.
I get it, and it's like maybe I don't know. It was good, but the hype was like I was just like I don't know.
No, I totally get it. I definitely think it's overrated, and I could not get into it in season 1. I
Mm-hmm.
think it was like actually near the end of season 1 I was starting to like it, And then like season 2, season 3, and I'm still watching season 4. I just got so into it for some reason, and I just really enjoyed it. So.
Wait, do you play? Maybe you play volleyball or something? Maybe.
Yeah. That's part of my bias. I like playing volleyball. So.
Okay. So, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
My last question. This is the corniest one you'll hear today. Did you enjoy the interview today?
I did. It was really fun.
Okay. Thank you. That'll be it for today. You can plug your stuff. Talk about your pages before we go.
Alrighty. So my Instagram is at milky.tomato. So milky.tomato. And there I post my art and different anime content. So make sure you go follow me on Instagram. That's my @. So yeah.
Got any TikToks, any Patreon, anything else?
I also have a TikTok at that @. I don't use it as much, but I am also on TikTok. So TikTok and Instagram.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming on.
No problem.
Y'all go like, comment, and subscribe. Turn notification bells on for our podcast. Go follow our anime Instagram at Anime Again Show. And we are out. Peace.
Bye.